Okay, so today we're gonna go through the concept of linear function. Last time I've already mentioned, um, taught you about the linear equation, and today we're gonna learn the relationship between them in terms of function. Okay. So what is linear equation? We have the definition. Alright, so the functions are called linear when because they are precisely the functions whose graph in the xy plane is a straight line. So the graph in the xy plane is a straight line. So the linear relationships is any relationship between two variables that creates a line when graph in the xy plane. Okay. So last time I've mentioned linear equations which can be used to represent the relationship between two variables, most commonly x and y. To form the simplest linear relationship, we can make our two variables equal, right? Like that. X equal y equals x, and by plugging numbers into the equation we can find some relative u values of x and y, right? If we substitute the 0 x for the 0, um, what would be the y, the value of y? Can you tell me? Hello.
Y would be equals to x.
Right, so it will be 0, right? And the same, no, I'm making a table of values like that, not the equation. Right, so any values that satisfy the condition here, the y equals x, is accepted, right? So if we plot those points in the xy plane, we'll have this. um, wait, why, hmm. need a small drawing here. Trời, sao cái này nó wait, I think I'm gonna so can you please look at the here. I'm gonna share it on the Desmos. Will be fine because it should be fine. Here, can you see it on the screen? I've already said it.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna graph. This is the Desmos, the which is the tools you can use in the exam room. And here I'm gonna graph the x equals y equation, but y is equals x because it should be fine. And here I can have the, if I plug in those number, I see here you can choose in the linear equation. You just have to choose 2 points to graph a function, right? For example, I take the 2 points. Here is 1 1 and 2 2 on the xy plane, and I can graph like this, and I can graph the function like this. Okay, so that's why it's called linear equation. So every possible linear relationship is just a modification of this simple equation, right? And we might multiply one of the variables by a coefficient or add a constant to one side of the equation, but we'll still be creating a linear relationship. Right? So we only need 2 points. Only need 2 points that satisfy the relationship of two variables to graph a linear function. Alright, and one one exercise the SAT will are really like to test you is the word problems, and they requires you to translate word problems into linear equations. For example, you have to model a real world scenarios about, you know, sale the sales of a flower shop, for example. Yeah, and it might not be hard to translate. For example, Maya is 3 inches taller than Tom into a linear equation, but some SAT word problems are several sentences long, and the formation we need to build an equation may be scattered around. So here I'm gonna show you an example. Here you please come back to the board. I'm gonna please present it on the board. Um, Wait. Oh why? Oh no, why? What? Wait, takes a little bit. Why it just do not um show up in there? Ah, that's whoa, what the hell? No, no, no. Okay. Dropbox. Oh fuck. What's this? Wait. I need to share right now. Open it. Hey, you can just not see the board on right in the Google Meet, or you have to open it on the other apps. Hello.
Right now I can't see anything, but yeah, I have the board here on my roll. Em thì em thì bây giờ em đang có cả tab mở em xem cái bảng ạ.
Ok. Anh không hiểu sao cái screenshot của anh nó lại không hoạt động là sao nhỉ? Sao lại không hiện gì ở đây? Sao lỗi nhiều nhỉ? Chịu luôn đấy. um, Desktop. No, that's not. Không phải cái này. Thật mệt mỏi. Sao cái screenshot ở đây lại không được? Thề khó hiểu ghê á. Chờ anh chút. Anh mở lại xem nào. Chờ chút nha. Khó dùng quá. Hey, can you see it here? Oh my god. Ôi vai. Now I know why. Today we're just gonna study later than usual because it takes us a lot of time to just. Okay, so gonna try again here, and it should be fine. It should be fine now. Okay, here, can you see it now? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Play on start up. Man. Oh, can you hear me? Hello?
I can.
Okay,
Em nghe được ạ.
okay. Ôi. Can you see the problem I present on the screen? Nhọn tí. To master this kind of exercise, you need to get familiar with all the kind of expression, the mathematical expression, how they paraphrase. So okay, we've given three important values here: 17,000, 5,000, and $240. And they said here is the total price is $17,000, right? Is to be purchased with an initial payment of 5,000, and so okay, that's fine. So one side here we have the 17,000 as a total price, right? And on the right hand side we're gonna put the um, the number, the total that price in terms of M, right? The number of monthly payments, and we need to establish a relationship, a linear relationship between them. And here we have the initial payment of 5,000 and monthly payments of 240. And so each month we have 240. So after m month, after 1 month, we have to um, pay $240. So after m month we need to pay 240 times m dollars, right? So plus with an initial payment, right? We have this. Okay, you've done very well. So that's an example of a word problem. And so next I'm gonna present one more example. Upload my device. Oh my god. We have the untitled file. What? Just why it just don't automatically save it on? Why? Okay, so next. So you're okay with that one example here, right? So here repeat the same tricks one side we put the total number, and sometimes the information is scattered, so you have to gather it to get the final picture.